Recently, a 20-year-old Afrikan genius, a smart linguistic scholar, contacted us. He is in the process of developing an Afro-friendly master language that we can employ to master a vital language that connects us with our greatness. His thesis is what kind of writing is suitable and natural for black people's souls and bodies. He named this language Afrikan Maduo. Sharama ba Bantu Ojes. Uyiwa Uja Iji Alu. How are you all Bantus? I hope you are all fine. Looking into some details, he says many words will be derived from triliteral roots and 11 clicks. Once you master these clicks, it will be all systems go. The Bobo click is one of those funny ones. It goes like common Bantu words like Ana or Ana for a Bantu speaker may be confusing. But once one realizes that such a word is almost universally Bantu, like in its use describing younglings, Hwana, Mtwana, Mangwana, Mngana, as well as implying the negative and falseness of anything like Hana, Kana, will ease any learning difficulties. His treatise on the existing linguistic cognizance of African ethnic groups and ancient civilizations encourage us never to fear uncharted waters, because beyond what you know, there are more things that you could discover. He says that in his studies, he has been able to research the ancient civilizations, particularly Egyptian and Sumerian and the modern ethnic groups of sub-Saharan Africa, and builds on the works of other great scholars like Horapolo, Nilos, Shenkata Diop, Theophila Ubenga, Jean-Claude Mboli, as well as Fergus Shaman, respectively. So he says, imperatively, when you study these languages and properly acquaint yourself with these scholars, and you Bantu speech, at the end of the day, this language, he hopes, will be able to strengthen social cohesion as a lingua franca in the continent of Africa. We shall look at some of the Shakrafame words soon. But before that, let us look at the artistic abilities of black people anywhere on the earth. This is the artistic impression and drawing and writing of natural art by our brothers in Australia, the Aborigines. Taungurung Country plan in Victoria, in the state of Victoria. You can see that it's all African, the number, the rivers, everything, which means we are one people. And also this is a language that many recognize today. You can find it on this Pinterest, and many scholars, they have discovered this. They call it Proto-Sinitic. But the Proto-Sinitic came from Proto-Sahara 5,000 before Common Era. Let us look at a new African language so that we are able to proceed to look into Afrikan. The oldest original race to be found on the earth, to walk on the earth, is the Negroid or African race in all its color hues. They were the first to invent writing and calculation, alphabets and numbers. All other alphabets and numbers are derivatives from African languages. For example, the Latin alphabet, Chinese, Greek, or any European and Asian written script on earth descended from ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, mostly via the Phoenician script anyway. In no way did the Romans or Greeks invent writing systems. Bantus were the first. Western scholars, in their attempt to remove everything from Africa because they realized their mistakes, that they told the truth, have always said the satellite city-state of Mesopotamia is where every civilization began. That is a lie. It is a total lie, because Sumerians were black people anyway. That cuts them off. In reality, the origin and spread of writing follows the traditional sequence of migrant cultures stemming from Africans. The writing styles of neighboring ancient Canaan, the Levant, the Greco-Roman alphabet, what became English, German, French, and Spanish, all came directly from ancient Hapki Valley Major Nature. Read more from this website. No known alphabet was ever invented by a European. That's a fact. I want to repeat that. No known alphabet was ever invented by a European. Therefore, language is an African gift to humanity. This is where everything came from. I'll just quickly show you Hemet, Semitic, Phoenician, Greek, 600 BCE. Now we see that, and the Roman 114 after Common Era. Therefore, you see the ox head, which became an aleph, which horns, which became the letter alpha in Greek, which is A. The same thing with the house in ancient Egypt, like that. That became Beth in Hebrew and other languages, and also doorway in Phoenician, and beta or beta in Greek, which became B in Roman today. So when you are writing the letter B, it's an African house. When you speak of boomerang, you see the boomerang that our ancient brothers in Australia invented, which became himel in Hebrew, and a hook in Phoenician, and gamma in Greek 600 BCE became the letter C today. So we can go on and on. Let's go to M, popular M. You see, it's water, the waves in the water, and also on N, water. So mem, which is water, it's Hebrew, and it's spelled like this, Phoenician, and the mu in Greek, and the M like that, a wave, straightforward. Then K, a cupped hand like that, which became kappa in Greek, and also K. So on and on, twisted rope, boomerang, everything. We can go on the whole day. So Africans that invented this, modern Africans like this King Ibrahim Njoya invented his own writing, which is like that. The evidence and the proof, the source is given right there. So modern Africans, they have also been able to introduce and create languages. So Shiafra Kame, a new language created by a 20-year-old African, is like that. It is based on understanding that you have to know hieroglyphics, you have to study the BD, you have to study any African script for you to be able to re-energize your brain and your understanding. So words like NC are based on the letter root aspect, means to burn like that, to blaze a fire. Ancient Egyptian, to exactly like in Soroma, in Akani Twi, child of the sky or a star. It now expands from mere fire to everything that blazes or burn and that shows light. Nasi, spelled that way in ancient Egyptian, in hieroglyphics, is also found in Chisonga Bantu as Hansi, in Sikosa as Zansi, in Shishona as Nyasi or Zasi, in Ndau as Pashi, and also as Panti in Isindebele, or downward, or south, or downwards, as Zansi. That's what we say in South Africa, meaning South Africa when you're in Zimbabwe. So Asbi, or like that, fierce, is Saba, Ukusaba, to be scared, to be cowed. Or Sesotho is Shaba, to fear, to cower. To drink, spelled like that, SW, like that, with all this, which we call, this is Chirongo, to drink. Is Sanwa or Senwa. Shona is Tanwa or Inwa. Suwa is to wash in Sesotho. So you got the letters like these. IP or Bao or Nanku, those Abo. That's Shona. Bao. That's Sesotho. One, ancient Egyptian with a W like that. And also Sisonka is a Nwa or Nwa or Umwe. That's Shona. Or Sesotho Nwe. One. Khiri, like that, which means through, or a kare is as if, or kare Sishona, or sakara is ancient Egyptian again, written this way. Exactly. No way. This is K, this is R, and this is I or Y. Or also this R to do, like that, is Dira in Setswana. So clear, so straightforward, no problems there. Some Egypto-African language cognates, Ikba, to bow, like that, or to do homage, to be subdued. You look like that, exactly like that. So Ikba, like exactly, see, you have, all the tools that are used for someone to bend down are given like that. So in Sizulu is Goba, bend, Ukobile, bend. And you also will look at Isha, like that, spelled like ancient Egyptian, fire or flame like that. You see, that's a flame, that is a fire. isiZulu is isha, to burn. isiSotho Bantu is esha, to burn. Icha, rucha, chishona. So the bee was used to denote a people obedient to their king. You know how the bees behave. For which this is only of all creatures which is a king, whom the rest of the tribes or bees obey as men serve their king. And they intimate from the harness, from the force of the creature's sting, that should be both lenient and firm, and administration. So you get this from Horapolo Hieroglyphica, book 1, page 82. And from that we have derived in hieroglyphics Naswit beat, which means king or God. It also can mean God. We no longer use that. We use it in protest. Or medumba, semi Bantu, anti God. Or Kiswahili, wote or every. Or Lingala, bato, meaning van. We got child like that. So we got love in ancient Egypt, spelled like that, in right. Mazrudo in Shona, or Murudo, or Ruto. That's T and D are interchangeable. So Ruto, like that. In Swahili etymology, Mori, a fighting animal such as a bull, which is looking for its female, right? And Watu, and also the direct language. All the significance of Swahili Bantu word Watu, it goes also to show the city built like that, and Shisonga Watu like that exactly. So the young man is putting everything in so that we can master a new language, because we are able. We are the descendants of great and mighty kings like Ramesses, like that. Ra has fashioned him. That's what Ramses means. Ra has fashioned him. Straight, clear forward. And also the craftsman, Putari, creator and designer of the universe. We descended from these people, so we are able to master their language. In summary, therefore, since our ancestors were the greatest, if we want it, it is much easier to be the greatest too in this generation. To the young men and the Afro scholar, I salute you. And to all of us, I know we are all looking to study this new language, even the basics. Watch this space. We shall soon unleash the ancient giant once more. In the meantime, join any Afro secret society today. Master any Afro language and let us move on. Kai hlome kuwasilaha burudiga, be ready. This is Priest Rabbi LM Dumizulu. This is our email. Subscribe to our channel and contact us on our email, and also visit us on this website. Siyabonga. Thank you. Let us learn this African new language. Goodbye.